Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schutze, and welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you my procedure and recipe for preparing a smoked, boneless, skinless turkey breast. If you like the content and have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Be up to date with all of our latest videos. For all of you who have subscribed, thank you very much. Your support is definitely inspiring as well as motivating me to continue putting out videos. Ideally with smoking turkey breast, you really want to have the skin on and preferably with the bone in. Both the skin and the bone help, one, give flavor, and two, probably more importantly, is they actually protect the lean meat of the turkey breast from drying out. But in the case that you have a boneless, skinless, join me now as I show you how I prepare it. To begin, we're going to make a brine. You'll notice that 99% of all of my pork and turkey and chicken products, I always brine. I've come to find that it significantly enhances the moisture level as well as flavor. Naturally, the amount of time in which you do brine the protein will matter depending on the particular part of the animal. All right, now everything is dissolved. Let's go ahead and gently put our turkey breast into the brine. If you remember from some of my other videos, whenever you have something in a brine, you want to ensure that it stays completely submerged. So if you want, you could take a plate or something to weigh it down. And now that we have it in submerged, let's go ahead and place it in the refrigerator for about 4 to 6 hours. I recommend when you're brining, approximately 1 hour per pound. Well, here we are after 5 hours of brining. We'll go ahead and remove our turkey breast from the brine. And I will go ahead and rinse it under cold water a little bit. This will help wash off some of the residual salt. And I'm okay with leaving some of those herbs on it. That doesn't bother me a bit. So we'll shake off this excess. I will then transfer it to a sheet pan with a wire rack. Now, once you have these already rinsed off, we'll go ahead and pat them dry with a paper towel. And then we will let them sit in a refrigerator for a minimum 2 hours to air dry. Just like anytime we are smoking any proteins, we always want to develop a pellicle that will enable better flavor and better smoke color. Well, here we are. My turkey breasts have been removed from the cooler and they are now air dried. I happen to leave mine in overnight. So next, I line my island with some plastic wrap to help control any cross-contamination. And then, taking caul fat, start laying it out flat. Well, now that I have an area pretty much large enough to cover the breast, let's go ahead and take our breast. I'll put the nice top side down first. That way it kind of has a little nicer presentation on it. So as we go to wrap this, I'll pull the breast together a little. Go ahead, pull our piece up, etc. If you need to, feel free to slide some of the caul fat around to make certain that you get your coverage. And now that you got this breast done, let's go ahead and put it back to the sheet pan and do the same procedure with all of the remaining breasts. Now that I have the breast covered with the caul fat, I want to season a little bit with my Smokehouse barbecue rub, just to add another layer of the flavor. I don't go too heavy on it. Feel free to go as heavy as you like. So I will season the underside and off to the smoker. Well, here we are out the smoker. Had to do some shoveling to get to it though, but all is good. As I said, it's never too cold to cook outside. I'm living by my words. It's about -1 Fahrenheit right now, or about -13, 14 Celsius. So the smoker set at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. I have my wireless thermometer set up at 157 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 69.4 Celsius. A lot of people are going to say, Chef, doesn't the internal temperature of poultry and cooked foods need to be 165 Fahrenheit or 73.9 Celsius? Yes, that is true. However, if you have a temperature of a food item cooked and it holds at that temperature for a certain length of time, it is considered cooked and safe to eat. For example, the 157 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 69.4 Celsius, if I hold it at that temperature for a minimum of 34 seconds, it is safe to eat. For instance, chicken, turkey, you could actually cook it at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 60 Celsius. As long as you hold it at that temperature for 35 minutes, it really is safe to eat. So, let's get out of this cold, get our smoker loaded, and impatiently wait for it. Well, here we are. We hit our 156 degrees Fahrenheit. We are ready to take the turkey breast from the smoker. And there you have turkey breast wrapped in caul fat. Smells fantastic, looks good, and feeling it, it's still pretty moist. So, and that's the whole purpose of with the caul fat, and then smoking it, you know, relatively slowly. When you have a piece of meat that is as lean as a turkey breast, you need to make sure that you do it carefully to ensure that it stays juicy. Now, if you're going to serve it right now, go ahead and let it rest for 10 minutes, then go ahead and slice it and serve it. If you're going to do what I'm going to do, and this is essentially my version of lunch meat to serve cold cut sandwich or a hot sandwich, I'm going to go ahead and let it sit outside for 10 minutes to stop the cooking process as quick as possible.
With it being, you know, minus 13 and actually dropped now, we're more about minus 17 Celsius. And the wind blowing is essentially a blast freezer out here. It will stop the cooking process or the carryover cooking very quickly.
Well, there you have my smoked boneless, skinless turkey breast. The thing came out very juicy and tender, easy to eat. We ate it both hot and cold on sandwiches, and it was phenomenal. Flavor profile fantastic. The brine really penetrated into the meats. Now, optimally, bone in and skin on is the best when it comes to smoking. Because especially in something like a turkey breast, even a chicken breast, they are extremely lean proteins. Therefore, there's nothing really there to help protect it from drying out. Wrapping in the caul fat. If you do not have caul fat, don't sweat it. I would recommend wrapping maybe bacon around it and going with maybe a thin cut bacon, not really thick. It won't get crispy on the exterior in the smoker because there will be some moisture built up in it. This is definitely something you do not want to smoke for 6, 7, and 8 hours. You absolutely do not do that. By the time it gets done, after that time, you'll probably make turkey jerky, really. So, simple process. Just be mindful of the cook time, and pulling it out at 157 degrees Fahrenheit enabled the juices to stay in, and the carryover cooking, I stopped it outside outside it was really cold, so that helped shock it and slow and stop the cooking process, so it did not carry over cook and dry out after it was removed from the smoker. Well, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and I hope it encouraged you to give smoking a boneless, skinless turkey breast a chance. Thank you for joining. Yoed Vayat.